How about this for the start of a video? SEC objects to Ripple's deposition subpoena for former SEC official to be called to the SEC versus Ripple case. Could it be William Hinman or Jay Clayton? Or could it be someone else? Let's roll that beautiful intro and find out.
This is Digital Perspectives with Brad Kimes. Subscribe for new content notifications. Now, here's Brad Kimes. Come on in.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. You can follow me on Twitter at BackupBradley above at the top of the screen and everything that we're talking about here today. Make sure you follow us on Twitter and on Facebook. And Facebook is Digital Perspectives News, no spaces. Follow us there as well. And it's at BackupBradley, B-A-K-K-U-P is how backup is spelled on Twitter there. So make sure you give us a follow there. Right now, the price of XRP, 63.97 is where we are. We're ranging on the low end, 52.02. And the high end at 65.65. So the price has turned around here early this morning. We hope it continues to head north instead of south. We will hear from technical analysts before we get out of here today, but a lot of hot news to take a look at. Let's start right here with El Salvador President Bukele, or I don't know if I messed it up, but the El Salvador president has taken to Twitter to share some mock-ups of the country's volcano-powered Bitcoin mining project that is being built right now. What could go wrong? Maybe the volcano erupting? I don't know. I don't think we need to look at it, but there it is. Now, this is something I found interesting. The scrubgrass generation plant in Venango County converts waste coal into energy on a scale equivalent to a large-scale hydropower plant. That is then used to mine Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. A step in the right direction? Yes. The answer and a solution? I don't think so. But nevertheless, they're working on it, right? So it is good to see proof of work working to get to a place where we can at least start to minimize some of the carbon footprint for the world and then eventually get proof of work to proof of stake at the very least, right? All right, so here we see everybody's looking at CBDC, says Michael, the Hall of Famer. The National Bank of Rwanda has become the latest African central bank to join the digital currency movement after an employee confirmed the institution is studying the possibilities of issuing its own digital currency. Remember, 80% of all central banks are in some form of prototype pilot test for central bank digital currency launch. It is happening. Just yesterday, we talked about the digital shekel, which is the dollar in Israel, and that they are pilot testing as well. This is coming. It is not going back the other way. This is some great news here from Ratha Kahneman, says in a recent article in the Baltic Journal of Economics, claims several Ukrainian banks are planning to connect to Ripple technology. Further, they note Ripple is already actively used by 3 Western banks. Let's take a look at this clip. Several Ukrainian banks are also planning to connect to Ripple technology. This technology is focused on financial institutions and is already actively used in 3 Western banks. How about that? Well, we know PNC is definitely one of them, right? I believe Bank of America and Wells Fargo might be the other two. Who knows? I don't know. But you know what I do know is this. Ripple pilots a private ledger for central banks, launching central bank digital currencies, CBDCs. So not such a shock after all now, is it? This is coming. It may not be coming as fast as we want it, but trust me, they will have it because they need it. So here we are right here with another piece of news that things just keep coming. Digital Asset Bank Wyoming Deposit and Transfer has been awarded a bank charter by the Wyoming Division of Banking, allowing the bank to provide commercial banking and custodial services for tokenized assets and digital currencies. Now that's exciting to me because that's not just digital currencies. That's tokenized assets and digital currencies. Now to me, that speaks to a lot of other things of value that can be tokenized and digitized and represented on blockchain. And that is where the ultimate goal is to have everything an asset of value tokenized, as well as all the money. Looking right here, we see Goldman Sachs isn't slowing up. They've joined the blockchain-based network created by JP Morgan Chase. Say it isn't so for repurchase agreements that use smart contracts and digitized version of the US dollar. Really? And I thought we were behind. I tell you, there's a lot more going on than we're aware of because we're retail investors. My goodness, the majority of market regulators and government officials don't even want us to have the ability to buy crypto or digital assets. One of the arguments points that was made, not arguments, but points that was made by Hester Peirce in a video I played this morning, and if you haven't seen it, go watch it. The Fed put on notice. Go watch that video. You will see Hester Peirce really lean into the idea of a few things, but one of which is about investor protection. And they always point to the idea that the retail investor is not smart enough to know how to invest without getting their money stolen. No. I tell you what, Mark Cuban's a billionaire. He's certainly not a retail investor, and he got his ass took. What do you make of that? Right? Well, he didn't do his own research. That's what happens. So here you go. Bank of France, Seba Bank says CBDC security settlement test is a success. Go on and put a stamp on it. Yeah. Listen, this is exciting to me because they just came out the other day and said they were going to do the test. Look how quickly we found out the test is a success, right? This is the kind of stuff that we see. When we hear about them rolling out pilots and things of that nature for CBDCs and other stuff like this, for the life of me, I don't know why anybody believes that is just starting on the day they tell us. They have had testing going on for years. They're just now starting to talk to us about it. Don't believe that. It's still true. There isn't a bank or a government in the world that says, hey, by the way, we're getting ready to do this and we don't know the outcome. Why don't you watch us from the sidelines, see if we fall on our face or not? That isn't the way smart people operate. It just isn't. Now, here this comes in. Why did Jay Clayton ignore Ethereum and go after Ripple? And he tagged all the respective parties that need to be a part of the conversation. And that question does remain. And you know what? He's not the only one that asked it. I'm not the only one that asked it. Guess who else is interested in these kinds of things? Ripple's interested, I believe, because this leans into that notion. The U.S. Securities Exchange Commission is planning to file a motion by the 24th of June here, by tomorrow, to quash the deposition subpoena served by the defendants Ripple on a former SEC official. Uh-oh. What do we know? The SEC has refused to turn over documents more than once by the judge themselves. Have told the SEC to turn the documents over regarding BTC, ETH, and XRP, external to internal communications. They have not done so after multiple attempts. And the reality here is Ripple now wants to subpoena a former SEC official. The question is, could it be Jay Clayton? Could it be William Hinman? Will we see an investigation be done, whether it's on a journalistic level, or will we see it done even in the market regulator level from the SEC and Gary Gensler himself? I believe we need to have it on every level because something doesn't seem right. And I think Ripple knows it. The SEC files a motion to quash Ripple's deposition subpoena for a former SEC official. Coming down here, the question is it Jay Clayton or is it not? The said motion scheduled to be filed by the SEC comes due to the disagreement between the two parties as Ripple wants to question a former SEC official under oath and SEC is completely against it. I bet they are. Judge Ned Byrne would decide whether Ripple gets to question the former SEC official, currently unknown or not. The SEC versus Ripple case has come a long way over the past 6 months. While both parties want to take a moral high ground, is it far from over? There have been several twists and turns in the case, with many hearings going in favor of Ripple and a few others. SEC seemed to have an upper hand. At one point, it also seemed the SEC, as if the SEC would take the settlement route. Crypto community speculate over the identity of the former SEC official. The identity of the said former official is still undetermined, but the crypto community is already speculating over possible names like the SEC's former chief, Jay Clayton, who filed the lawsuit in December last year, is at the top. One user wrote down here, doubt it's Jay Clayton. He wouldn't tell the truth. It's probably a former SEC official they let go who would be willing to tell the truth about the SEC's real motives behind the case. It must be damaging to the SEC. That's why they want to prevent it. Well, you can bet they want to prevent it. And I'll tell you what, it probably does make sense that it would be someone other than Jay Clayton or William Hinman, because they usually find somebody on the lower ladder there that they can pinch up. And if they can get them talking, boy, this is going to open up quite nice going forward. I tell you, we're going to keep an eye on this. And just like we're going to keep an eye on price, and this is where we're at this morning, Dark Defender tells us we expected ABC correction to be finalized at 65 cents, but XRP broke that level. So in the long run, where we are. So it says, I have an update, the correction pattern. It says XRP will walk through the targets. We are witnessing the financial conversion. Birth has never been easy. Looking at this from Dark Defender, who is an amazing technical analyst expert in this space, reminds us here, XRP will strike back much far stronger than it was based on the Elliott waves. Fear and panic, they buy now, so patience is your key. It says we thought the dip was at 65 cents and the C wave completed here, as you can see right here, right? However, the correction continued and broke to 65 cents, where we can set the C end around the Fibo extension support at 47, right down in this area, I believe here. And then so the second wave of Elliott wave, which is corrective, is almost completed. So he's suggesting here we may be seeing the turnaround begin already today even. So this gets exciting here. We see this line. If we come all the way down in this area, we could touch. But if not, we're headed back up, baby. And that would be nice for a minute to get a breather on that. Some more technical analysis coming in from Crypto Wizard that says XRP and XRP to BTC closed bearish as we had a panic sell off earlier in the day. This is from yesterday. It says Bitcoin should remain bullish from this zone, which will push XRP higher. I'll pay close attention to the intraday chart tomorrow. 95 cent is the next major resistance target for XRP. So we appreciate Crypto Wizard, Dark Defender, Credible Crypto, Coins Kid, Crypto Bull 2020, and so many others that we rely on this channel. We appreciate each and every one of you. And before I get out of here, I want to say, if you haven't seen it, Unstoppable Domains has got new domains you can get, .x, .888, .nft, and many others. By the way, go check them out. Sign up. They were doing a special where every dollar you spent, you get a $3 promo credit. Go check them out. Got a link in the description box for all the products and services I use each and every day. Make sure you check them out, because you know what? You got to be careful what you click on out here on the internet. And the links in the description and comment box are trusted, vetted links. I'll catch all of you on the next one.